Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to shell script. In our previous session, we discussed about the basic stuff like how to create the simple shell script, and also we discussed about the comments like how to include the comment in a shell script code. So in the continuation of same, today's session we are going to conduct for understanding the string variable, like how we can declare string variable in shell script and what all rules are there, because it is not similar to other programming language. There are separate syntaxes, so which we need to take care, and that's why we are going to discuss how to declare string variable. But just before that, I want to tell one thing, like what is a string, because I'm assuming that few of you are not aware of the basic thing related to programming. Maybe you are directly referring this technical sessions. So for that reason, I'm just going to tell you that today uh, we are talking like today just that's why I'm going to tell you about the definition of string. So string you can consider as a combination of characters, which may include uh, numbers, special characters, or other things, right? So whenever you want to store something as a combination of characters, then in that case you can declare the string. Okay, so to declare the string, uh, we need to follow a proper syntax in shell script that we are going to discuss. Also we will see like some of the variations, like to understand the proper rules and regulation for the string declaration and assignment. And at last, we will discuss how to utilize the shell script through CL program. So for that, I'm just going to write here work lnk, which will open this work with object link screen. Now on this work with object link screen, you can see there is a directory called /home Sharmit, which is a by default directory. But for this example, we are going to use our own directory, which is a tech Sharmit. So here is the directory. So I'm taking option 5 over here, and here I have already created one file, which is a script file, sharmit.sh. So this is script file we are going to use for the demo purpose. So I'm taking option 2 here. At the moment this file is blank. I have just added few comments here just to show you the topic name, which is string variable in shell script. Alright, now other things we will write right now. Okay, so for writing the script, I'm firstly inserting few blank line I5. Okay, so here let's say if you want to declare one string variable, so first thing is you need to write the variable name. So here I'm writing user name. This is my variable name. Okay, after that put equal to, but make sure that do not include any space in between this. Okay, in shell script we are not supposed to put any space. We should start from the next letter itself. Username, then equal, then without space, quotes, either you can go with double quote or single quote, and then your name or whatever the string you want to hold. Let's say I want to hold it as a Sharmit. Then simply close this quote. So this is the variable assignment. There is no need to declare. You just need to write your variable name equal, then double quote, and inside double quote you can put your variable, means the data. Let's say if you want to change the name, you can change, then close the quote. Once it is ready, then your variable is declared as well as assigned with the value Sharmit. Now we will try to use it using echo command. So I'm using echo, then space, and here you can use dollar symbol to access this variable. In order to access the variable, we always need this dollar symbol. So if you have some idea related to CL programming, there we used to use the ampersand sign, right, to access, to use the variables. But here we need to use dollar symbol. So just write dollar, then username, and we are ready with this string, and it's printed. Okay, so with this command, it will get printed on a Qshell screen. Okay, so let's try. I'm taking F3 to save and exit. After that, you can we will try to run this output on a different screen, but before that we need to copy the path of that file. So I'm taking 5 again and just copying this browse path. Here you can write qsh, and after writing qsh you can paste the file path like this, /home Sharmit tech Sharmit sharmit.sh, and then simply hit enter. After pressing enter, you can see it is printing the variable content, which was Sharmit. So that means this script is working as expected, because we assigned this value to this username variable, and then we used it to print the data with echo command, and it is working as expected. Alright, as I mentioned that if you keep any extra spaces here, in this situation what will happen, let's see. So if I press F3 and F3 again to save and exit, and now if I try to run the same path, then you will see that it is giving this error. In this path, 1 to 19 error found searching command username. Why? Because this time it is considering this Sharmit, this username as a command, but it is actually not a command, right? It is a variable name. That's why it is always restricted to put any space in between your assignment, because if you put or if you kept this spaces, it will be considered as a command and it will give error, and this error is no such path or directory exist. Clear? Fine. Now other things, as I mentioned that in the string you can keep the combination of characters, numbers, so let's verify that. So let's say if I print hash 123, so now I have kept characters, special characters as well as numbers. So now I'm taking F3. Let's see how it is working now using the same command. Okay, we need to refresh this. qsh, same command, enter. Right, let me check. Yeah, we forgot to remove this extra spaces. That's why you can see it is still giving the same error. Okay, fine. Now we'll try again. Yeah, so this time you can see it is printing Sharmit hash 123. That means yes, it is true that in string we can hold a combination of characters as well as number and special characters. Okay, so now let's talk a bit about the advantage of this thing. So let's say there are you are going to print some text, and there you don't want to keep anything hard coded. That means you want to print only those value which is present at the moment in that variable, and that variable maybe you can change by some conditional statement or by receiving some parameters, right? So that's why we are seeing this. Like if you know how to store the value in variable, then you can easily utilize it in order to print it without hard coding any data. Another important thing, like here, if let's say if I okay, if I remove this dollar, what will happen? As I mentioned that in order to access the variable, we need to keep this dollar symbol, right? So if right now if I try to use this, you will see it is printing the username itself. Why? It is not printing the value which is hold in username. Instead, it is printing the username itself, because this time it is considering this username as a text or as a string. All right. Now, for example, if we want to print like something like this, hello, and then the username after comma, and in this case I will change this text with other name. Yeah, so this time I want to print this like this, and if I am not using dollar, you will see that yes, it is still printing the username as it is without referring its value, because we are not using the dollar symbol. But at the same moment, if you replace or if you add the dollar sign here, and then on pressing F3, it will show you that yes, now it is printing the complete text which is present in that variable, which is hello text. Okay, so these are the all basic rules and regulation related to the string in shell script. So first and foremost thing is that you are not supposed to you are not supposed to keep any extra spaces in between the value assignment. Another thing, wherever you want to use this variable, make sure to use dollar, because if you are not using dollar, it will be considered as a normal string, not the variable. Okay, so these are the all thing that we are supposed to follow for accessing or for using the string variable. Now I'll show you another thing which is related to CL program. Let's say if same script you would like to execute with CL program, then how we can do this. So for that you can simply write work mbrpdm. Here I have already created one sample program. So here I just declared one variable using DCL, variable name, type, storage and length. After that, simply write chgvar, provide variable name and the complete path of your script file. Then later I'm using strqsh to provide the variable name, and this variable will be executed. Remember one thing, in this session we are just focusing on the shell script. So if you don't know about these basic things like how to declare variable, chgvar and strqs, then you can refer the previous like you can refer the entire series for Qshell program, because there we have covered everything in a proper sequence. And right now I'm just calling this, and you can see it is printing the correct output, which is hello and Sharmit, as we tested it over the Qshell. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Sharmit.